Well, hello. This is the maiden voyage of Marv. Shit, I fucked up. Okay, this is the maiden voyage of life from the perspective of OG Marv C. And today we're going to be talking about ignorant black females. You know the ones I'm talking about. Them motherfuckers that don't have no job, ain't looking for no job. All they want to do is sit up and smoke weed all day and fuck. Them's the motherfuckers I'm talking about and have kids. And they want to get a baby daddy at a hard time who's trying to be in the baby's life. And you got fathers out here don't want nothing to do with their kids. Here these fathers that are trying to be with their kids got these dumbass, weed wearing, ignorant ass bitches that they done had babies with, laid down with, and these bitches don't even want them to be involved in the kid's life and want to make it tough. It ain't gotta be tough. And want to make it tough. It ain't gotta be tough. Now I done had kids, and most of the females I had kids with were very accommodating and had a little bit of class. I don't go for this last one. Class is nowhere in her vocabulary, okay? But and be that as it may, I'm taking the appropriate steps because when you deal with ignorant people, you got to do things right because they are definitely not going to do it right for you. So anyway, that's going to be the topic of the evening, and I'm going to want to talk about the fact that they want to sit up and live off your dime. I think I might even be paying for some nigga to be sitting there watching TV on my dime, okay? But I'm going to bring that shit to a halt. Anyway, bear in mind, this is my first go round on trying to, do the YouTube thing. And so I'm new at this, so don't expect perfection. But it's going to get better as it gets older. Now, the thing I want to really focus on is the fact that, it's hard to deal with a person who doesn't have a sense of right and wrong, fair or unfair, or any of those things. And I think some of the problem might be that they don't smoke so much weed that their brains just burn the fuck out, okay? I mean, seriously. I mean, I smoke weed too, but now, I still keep my wits about me and I don't get stupid. I don't get stupid high to the point where I'm not able to reason or not able to, know what's right and wrong and not know what's fair and what's not fair, things of that nature. And it's hard to deal with somebody who doesn't care about those things. That automatically puts the person who does care at a disadvantage and makes it even tougher because now you having to deal from behind already because the person who doesn't care, they already have an advantage because they don't give a damn. So when people don't care and they don't have nothing to lose, if you're dealing with somebody like me who does care, and I feel like I would have something to lose if I didn't care because I got two kids. One of them's 2, the other one's 10, and I care very much about them. They are the focus and the reason why I'm even bothering to even stay on this planet. Okay, I mean not to say there's nothing wrong with the rest of the other 16 I got, but and the grandkids and the great grand, I love them all. But these two are the important ones right now in my life because they're small. They can't do for themselves, and they got the other parent practically in la la land some damn where and not not really being accountable or being responsible. That person just doesn't take responsibility for anything. And when you deal with people like that, when people are in the projects or in the hood and the quality of life is not good for them, and they don't really even know that the quality of life is not good because they don't know what quality of life is. They've never had it good, so they don't really know that it's bad. Because that's what they're used to. So if you get used to something, then you don't know that it's bad. As I was in that situation for like almost 12, well, it was over 12 years, and me being in the age that I am, yeah, I knew it was bad, but at the same time, I knew how to deal with it because I come from the ghetto. I come from the streets of Philadelphia and East Oakland. So I'm used to the hood and what the hood etiquette is and things of that nature. For the most part, how people think and what the mindset is down there. But at the same time, there's another set of people that are on a whole nother level, even from that, from the, what I call it, upper echelon. There's another set of people that are not on the upper echelon at all. And, those folks, they ain't worrying about nothing. And you just, only thing you're going to do is waste your time with them. Now, granted, it took me a long time to figure that out. And I'm not even slow. But, when you're in love, you tend to want to try to make something work. And that'll make you, but I shouldn't have took as long as I took. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Point is, now what is important to me is, getting these kids out of that situation for the most part. I mean, they got to see their mom. I understand that. I'm not trying to, keep them from her or any of that sort of thing. I'm in the process of going through, what it takes to get them the legal way. I've never really had to do this before because the other mothers that I have, are not as toe up as this one. Okay, because this one has added issues. They got brain issues, they got mental issues. They got things that have happened to them that really wasn't even their fault. But excuse me, what is their fault is the fact that they don't want to deal with it and they're trying to pretend that they're normal. And if you tell that person that you need to get a little help, I don't care how you put it, how softly you put it, how nicely you put it, it's going to still gain you the same result. They're going to still fly off the handle. If females are angry anyway, for the most part. I only know a handful, personally, that aren't like that. For some reason, it seems like black females are angry, they're mad, and they're just mean and vicious. And I've never had to deal with a vicious one before. Not like this one I'm dealing with now. This one's off the chart. Okay, even I gotta say that, and I'm pretty good about thinking out the box and being able to maneuver around certain issues and things. But this one is even tougher than I could imagine, and probably than I can even explain to you. I've had everything bad happen to a guy that can happen to a person. I've been lied to, lied on, lied about. I mean, it got to the point where I just had to set my default mode to whenever I'm talking to that person, I got to realize that this person is a liar. Everything comes out their mouth is a lie. Even today, I had a conversation with them. Well, not really a conversation. I was texting them, and because admittedly, I've got some issues myself behind this, but I'm gonna go fix it. I'm not like her. I'm gonna do something about my broke brain. I ain't gonna let it stay broke. That bitch can leave her brain broke all she wants to, but this fella's gonna fix his brain and get it back to normal. I was saying, I sent her a copy of a picture that I had taken off her phone of a conversation she would have with some nigga she called herself going with. Now we together, we're family, okay? But this fool, I guess, called herself being in love, and and you could tell just from conversation. And I just picked out one of the more poignant texts out of that, sent it to her because the nigga was calling her baby. I call her baby. I mean, that's really deep when it's like I'm not dead yet, and nigga already taking my place, or at least she was trying to put him in my place. Now, the thing about it didn't really work out for her because dude wasn't on that page. Most young guys aren't. They just want some pussy. And I've had to say this to her before because she thinks that she's all that in a bag of chips. The girl's got no education, no understanding of life. She is, she's bipolar, and she doesn't do anything about any of the issues that she has. So I guess I knew sooner or later it's bound to come to an end with us because when a person is like that, all you do is start going like a road that comes to a split, and you go one way and they go the other, and that's exactly what happened. So I try to not, even though I know that I'm a better person than they are, I try not to come off like that. I try to stay humble, and because I know what I'm dealing with. I know this person doesn't have the education I have. They're not as old as I am. They don't have the broad scope of life that I have. I get that, and I'm not expecting them to. But what I do expect them to do is at least be decent, at least have some basic decency of things you do and don't do to a person. You have to be mindful, of what you do to a person's mind. Nobody has the right to fuck up somebody's mind, and inevitably, what we do as people, for some reasons, when we break up, whoever's doing the breakup, they want to break up with you. They want to take away your self-esteem. They want to take away your dignity. They want to take away everything you got. They take your life if they can get away with it. But they can't do that. That's the only thing they ain't trying to take is your life. Everything else that you got, they're trying to take it with them. You don't have to break up with somebody and take their self-esteem away. There's a way to do things and a way not to. There's a way to, because breakups are tough. I don't give a damn how bad a person was to you, or how fucked up the situation was. All breakups are tough. And matter of fact, I saw on Facebook today where somebody was asking the question of which one is tougher, letting go, moving on, or starting over. Letting go and moving on are definitely the two ones that are tough to do. Letting go is very tough, especially depending on how long you've been with that person. But if you've been with them over a decade, it's damn tough. That's the first time that I've been with somebody as long as I've been with her, and yeah, it was a trip. The breakup was a trip to me. You go through these phases during a breakup where you feel like a sense of loss. It's like that person died, and you have to look at it that way in order to get past it. Even as far as I've gotten so far, and like I said earlier, I need some help still, and I'm going to go get it. I'm not over it, but I'm stronger than I was when obviously than when I first set out. The point I'm trying to make is that when you know that you're with somebody, and you got to know that my family was, I just felt like my family was looking at me saying, "What the hell is wrong with Pops and Grandpa? What's he thinking?" I know they were saying that at some point. I love them for not saying it to me personally in my face. But if they had, I would have understood, because now looking back on it, I'm wondering what the fuck was I thinking too? What the hell was I thinking even when I got with that person? And there's a 30-year difference between me and his mom. So, it was stand to reason that I should have had already thought that, it was a doomed voyage from the get. But sometimes if you give it the right person and they have some semblance of education and some semblance of decency, moreover, just a sense of basic decency would have went a long way, in this situation, to not be as bad as it was. This was worse than it was. It was bad as it was because that person just ran buck wild, just didn't give a fuck. And then, me being an ex-cop and being a skip-face artist for various major banks, those two skills that I learned, over the years are still paying off for me now. So I'm gonna put in another plug too. If you want me to go look for folks for you, I do that. Anyway, and I'm cheap. I like doing this. It's a fun thing to do. I like to connect the dots. And people are interested. We're all just creatures of habit. I said that to my 10-year-old the other day, and she's like, "I ain't no creature." And I said, "Yeah, babe, we are. We're all creatures." She's thinking that the only way you can be a creature is be a bug, but that's not or be be a lizard or something like that. But that's not the only way. That's not the only creature. People we know that. So we are. Having said that, we are creatures of habit, and as you go on, moving forward, those habits are no longer there. Like in my case, I ended up moving to an entire different city. Now, I got lucky. I met somebody, or I knew somebody already that I reconnected with, and that made my fall a whole lot softer than it could have been. This could have been a lot worse. And I don't even want to think about what I'd have done had Mary not been there for me too. You know what I'm saying? Because she really did cushion that fall. And like the other day, I had to tell her thank you. You know, because I know it wasn't easy dealing with me. You know, because to be honest with you, I wasn't trying to be here first. You know, even though it's funny how it is because like you got to make this change. Um, I guess I could say I've seen it coming, but somehow in the back of your mind you're thinking it's not really going to get to that point. But the reality is, yeah, it's going to get to that point and it's going to go further. So you have to be prepared for that. So hopefully you listen to me. Those of you that's already in some kind of situation of that nature, if you got something going on like that, take my advice. Cut your losses because it's not going to get any better, especially if you're dealing with somebody who doesn't care. Again, back to that doesn't care thing. See, now she's just doing just fine. She was having herself a high whole time, and I don't. Oh, I googled her when I was doing she put the FBI on her ass, and Google told me at some point that she was on tag. So I got up on tag, and I'll be goddamn. Sure enough, there's this motherfucker on tag dancing like she's a motherfucking movie fucking stars or porn star or something. Because what they do on tag, there's a lot of ladies don't see tag. It's really just an app to hook up for pussy and sex and whatever else you want. But mind you, those bras charge you, but they can't. Tag doesn't have the ability for you to go private. So what they do is they'll entice you to go to some other site like WhatsApp or Geek or even YouTube. I think has somewhere where people can do all kind of sexual activities on there, and it's okay with YouTube. So anyway, there she was. I don't know how any of you guys how felt if you get up on some website and here's your ex up there dancing and other niggas is looking at her. I'm just gonna be real with this, okay? You know damn well that that when these people are doing those things like dancing all up on tags and shit, goddamn well some of these guys are on her stream and they just looking at her and just jacking off, okay? I know that, and I'm sure she knows that too. And of course, this person never takes responsibility for anything, like I said earlier. So, having a conversation with her, well, I did have that conversation with her, but uh, it kind of is not to no avail because when a person's a liar and they're used to lying to you, they're going to continue to lie to you. That's what they're going to do. And it doesn't, actually, this lady actually taught me a lot. Young people can teach older people something if older people are willing to look and learn. And I learned that a liar is a bitch to deal with. Now, I've never had to deal with somebody that was as big like this. This particular person will lie to you and will not tell the truth. I don't give a damn if you got the smoking gun. I'm sure I'm going to do another segment on this because I'm gonna not do too much on here tonight. Like I said, this is my maiden voice, and I just hopefully I give somebody some semblance of hope for getting over a long relationship because it's tough. I've never had to do that before. I had one go 9 years, and the lady left, and I had 3 kids with her. That was tough, but she didn't do it the way this bitch did. Okay, she did it a little bit softer. It wasn't as hard to deal with. And it wasn't abrasive. She wasn't trying to take my self-esteem. She wasn't trying to take away my dignity. And she left me my son. So I had 3 little boys when she decided to leave, and that was okay with me because I love my kids. I love my children. A lot of that comes from the fact that my childhood was a different too. Um, I didn't have a normal. I had a normal home. Like if you looked at it from the outside and you just like came in our house and just watched us interact with each other, you thought it was a normal home, but trust me, it was far from that. And I'm going to talk about that later on some other segments. I'm not going to bore you. Well, it's not boring. It's actually very interesting. But I'm not going. I don't want to get too long-winded on here. So I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna say too much tonight. I'm gonna save something for another time. And so I'm gonna wrap this up actually. Bottom line is be good to a person as much as you can. And nobody has the right to take away nobody else's mind or their dignity or their self-respect or anything else. All the thing they have the right to take away is themselves. So until the next time I see y'all, take this with you. Angels fly because they take themselves lightly. Perhaps we all should. Thank you and good night.